Sleep is not merely a period of rest for the physical body. It is the most important spiritual act of your day. Most people tumble into unconsciousness exhausted, carrying the weight of their failures, their anxieties, and the facts of a world that denies their greatness. By doing so, they are inadvertently instructing the subconscious mind to replicate those very problems the next morning. You must realize that the moment you close your eyes, you are entering a sanctuary where the laws of the physical world no longer apply. Neville Goddard taught that sleep is the bridge into the subconscious, the place where the I am is most fertile. When you understand the technique of manifesting while you sleep, you no longer labor in the world of Caesar. You become a silent power, a conscious creator who uses the third of your life spent in bed to dictate the remaining two-thirds. This is the secret path to transformation that requires no physical effort. Only the disciplined use of your imagination as you drift across the border of consciousness. Today, we will explore the 9 pillars of this sacred technique. We will peel back the veil on how to use the twilight state to impress your deepest desires upon the fabric of reality. You will learn to stop wishing and start awakening in the reality of your dreams, understanding that the version of you that goes to sleep determines the version of you that wakes up to face the world. Sleep is the door through which the conscious mind passes to enter the realm of the subconscious. Neville frequently reminded us that the subconscious does not care if what you feel is true or false. It simply accepts whatever the conscious mind impresses upon it as a fact. It is a blind, non-analytical power that takes the blueprint you provide and begins the process of objectifying it in your world. The logic of the physical world begins to fade, and the plastic nature of reality becomes accessible. This is the gateway. If you enter this gateway carrying the feeling of lack or resentment, you are planting seeds that must grow. To master the silent power, you must guard this entrance with absolute vigilance. You must learn to drop the person you were during the day and prepare to enter the subconscious as the person you intend to be. The subconscious is the womb of creation. It receives the idea through feeling and gives it form. Therefore, your mood at the moment of falling asleep is the most important command you will ever give. If you fall asleep in a state of dissatisfaction, you are effectively telling the universe to give you more reasons to be dissatisfied. To change the dream of your life, you must change the feeling you take with you into the deep. The specific state you must cultivate is what Neville called the state akin to sleep. It is a drowsy, meditative condition where you are still capable of directing your thoughts, but your physical body is almost completely immobile and relaxed. It is a state of controlled dreaming where you are the director of the play. In this twilight zone, the resistance of the analytical mind is at its lowest point. You are not trying to force a change through willpower. Willpower is an instrument of the conscious mind, and it has no place in the creative act of manifestation. Instead, you use your imagination to lead your awareness into the desired state. By achieving sats, you are thinning the veil between the world of shadows and the world of causes. This is the laboratory of the soul, where the blueprints of your future are finalized before they are sent to the factory of the physical world to be manufactured into facts. Imagine yourself in a state of comfortable lethargy. You are aware of your surroundings, yet they no longer have power over you. In T state, you can easily summon the feeling of your wish fulfilled because the senses are no longer shouting their denials. This is the most potent moment of your existence. It is here, in this quiet suspension, that you decide whether you will wake up as a master or a slave to your circumstances. The subconscious is not moved by vague words or empty affirmations. It responds to sensory vividness and the language of the heart. To manifest while you sleep, you must construct a short, simple scene that implies your wish has already been fulfilled. This scene must be an action that takes place after the manifestation has occurred, indicating that the goal is already a memory. Do not try to visualize an entire movie or a complex sequence of events. A scene of 5 to 10 seconds is enough. If you desire wealth, do not imagine the money itself. Imagine a friend shaking your hand and congratulating you on your success. Feel the texture of their palm, hear the specific tone of their voice, and smell the atmosphere of the room. This sensory grounding tells the subconscious that this is not a future hope, but a present reality. The more vivid the physical sensations in your imagination, the more rapidly the subconscious accepts the command. You must involve as many senses as possible. If you are manifesting a new home, feel the cool touch of the doorknob or the smell of the fresh paint. When you bring the there into the here and the then into the now, The subconscious accepts the scene as an accomplished fact. Once you have your short scene, the technique requires you to play it on a loop as you drift into unconsciousness. This is not a repetitive chore, but a gentle immersion into a new reality. You play the scene, and when it ends, you immediately start it again from the beginning. You are saturating your consciousness with the specific feeling of the end. The goal is to reach a point of naturalness. The first time you play the scene, it might feel like a fantasy or a lie. The 10th time, it begins to feel possible. By the 50th time, it feels like a memory that has already happened. You must continue the loop until the feeling of the wish fulfilled becomes more real to you than the bed you are lying on. This naturalness is the sign that the subconscious has accepted the impression. When you finally fall asleep, while still in the middle of that scene, you have successfully impressed the subconscious. You have fallen asleep in the state of the wish fulfilled, and the subconscious must now work to bring that state to life. You have effectively bypassed the long road of physical labor and moved straight to the result. The loop ensures that your last conscious thought is the seed of your new reality. Identity is the foundation of all manifestation. You do not manifest what you want. You manifest what you are. As you prepare for sleep, you must detach your I am from the labels of your current reality. Most people fall asleep as the person who has problems, or the person who is struggling. This is a fatal mistake in the art of creation. In the silence of the night, you must reclaim your divine identity. Feel yourself as the person who already possesses the abundance, the health, or the love you seek. This is not about getting something from the outside. It is about being someone on the inside. When you fall asleep as the person who is already successful, the subconscious has no choice but to rearrange the external world to match your internal declaration. The phrase I am is the most powerful name of God, and it resides within you. Whatever you affix to, I am, you become. During your SAT session, let the feeling of I am wealthy or I am loved wash over you like a warm tide. Do not look for evidence in the room. Look for evidence in the feeling. When the feeling is established, the work is done. You are no longer seeking. You are resting in the sovereignty of your own being. Neville emphasized that the silent power requires you to keep your intentions secret from the world. When you tell others about what you are doing, you dissipate the energy and invite their doubts, their logic, and their fears into your creative field. The world of Caesar cannot understand the laws of the spirit, and it will always try to tell you why your dream is impossible. The process of manifesting while you sleep is a private marriage between your conscious and subconscious minds. It requires no external validation and no audience. As you lie in the dark, you are in a sanctuary where no one else can enter. Use this silence as a shield to protect the delicate seed you are planting. Your internal world must become so loud and so clear that the noise of the external world becomes a distant, meaningless murmur. This secrecy is not about fear, it is about power. When you keep your assumption to yourself, it grows in the dark like a seed under the soil. If you dig it up to show it to others, you kill the process. Trust the silence. Trust. Trust the night. Your success will be the only announcement the world needs to hear. By the time they see the fruit, the roots will already be deep and unshakable. Many people worry about the how of their manifestation. They wonder what steps they must take or what people they must meet. Neville's answer was always the same. You do not need to know the way. Once the subconscious accepts an impression, it immediately begins to construct a bridge of incidents. This is a series of events that will lead you, in a natural and seemingly coincidental way, to the physical realization of your goal. This bridge is often composed of things you would never have planned yourself. You may be moved to go to a certain place, or you may receive a call from a long-lost friend. To the observer, it looks like luck or a strange coincidence. To you, the conscious creator, you know it is the mathematical result of the seed you planted while you slept. The bridge may even involve events that seem negative at first, but they are all necessary steps to reach the end. Your only job is to walk the bridge with the certainty that the destination is already reached. You do not need to build the bridge. You only need to cross it. Do not try to help the universe manifest your desire. That is, by trying to help a seed grow by pulling on the sprout. Simply remain faithful to the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and the bridge will appear under your feet one step at a time. The greatest enemy of the silent power is effort. If you find yourself sweating, struggling, or trying to push your manifestation into existence while you are in bed, you have moved out of the state of creation and into the state of lack. Effort implies that the thing you want is not yet here, which only reinforces the distance between you and your desire. Neville's mantra was always minimum effort. The feeling you should strive for is one of relief, ease, and a quiet thank you. Gratitude is the most powerful state of being because it is the ultimate psychological proof that the gift has already been received. If you find your mind wandering or becoming stressed during your visualization, simply stop, breathe, and return to the simple feeling of it is finished. Falling asleep in a state of ease is far more effective than falling asleep in a state of intense, desperate visualization. The subconscious is a gentle power. It does not respond to force. It responds to the quiet, persistent assumption that the dream is already a fact. Let your session be a pleasure, not a task. When you find the feeling of naturalness, you will find that effort is no longer necessary. You are not making it happen. You are letting it be. The final stage of the technique is the realization that you are no longer waiting for anything to happen. When you wake up the next morning, you do not look around frantically to see if your world has changed. You walk through the day with the secret knowledge that the work is already done in the realm of causes. You are no longer a seeker. You are an owner. This is what it means to live from the end. You are like an actor who already knows the final scene of the play is a triumph. Therefore, you are not bothered by the temporary conflicts or the facts in the middle of the story. You treat the physical world as a shadow of the past, while your inner world is the light of the future. This posture of sovereignty is what allows the manifestation to harden into fact. By mastering your sleep, you have claimed your place as a divine creator. You have moved from being a victim of fate to being the architect of your destiny. The silent power is now yours, and the dream of your life is yours to command. Go to sleep tonight, not as a person with a wish, but as a person with a memory of success. The world must and will conform to your internal command.